of Chult, investigating a death curse that has been affecting people that have been raised from the dead. Specifically, a Sindra Sylvain has asked for your assistance in uncovering the source of and then breaking this curse. So you got together your team, grabbed a couple of guides, a couple of tabaxi named Flask of Wine and River Mist, and set off into the jungles of Chult, heading for Mbala, where rumor had it that a person there had some knowledge of these types of magics, and that perhaps they would be able to assist you in uncovering what's going on with this curse. So you made your way down the river, eventually having to beach your boats and head inland, where you found a large mesa, or a plateau, and you scaled it. At the top you found the ruined remains of a village. With the only structure intact being a lone hut, about 1,000 yards southwest of the gate of this village, at the edge of a boulder field. The hut is made from thatch and animal hides stretched over the rib cage of an immense reptile. Animal skulls, wind chimes, and totems of feathers and shells rattle in the breeze, and smoke drifts from the hut. A creature slowly shuffles around the hut, hunched over in an animal-like posture. In a moment you realize that it's a woman, impossibly old, crippled by arthritis. Her dark face and bald pate are outlined with streaks of yellow, suggesting the shape of a skull, or perhaps it's just her shriveled flesh creating the illusion. She is not acting like she's noticed you guys yet. You're about 300 feet away.
Okay, you guys take care. I'm gonna real quick send my character sheet to my main new computer real quick.
BO8, you got this? I'll follow.
Someone who's very charismatic. Do the talking. Smooth talker. I'm not very smooth talky. So.
I'm not a bard this time, but
You want me to talk?
Do you? Are you? I mean, are you better at talking than I am?
He's a robot that wants to spread order as his religion. That's it.
Well, I'm a bloodthirsty priest, so.
Yeah, we're about the same. Yeah.
We're about the same here.
fuck it. I'll approach.
All right.
Without my sister.
Yeah, so you're approaching alone. You're leaving the rest of the party behind.
Up to them.
Go with him.
Yeah,
the two priests
Or her,
slowly.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna like
Two priests immediately behind her.
Sure. Yeah, when you get to about 100 feet, she seems to turn. Looks like she was tending some, a rather sparse, scraggly-looking garden. She turns as you guys start approaching, and she says, "Yes. Oh, you're not the usual brigands. What brings you out this way?"
What's a brigand?
A brigand, you dumb mechanical. Please do inform your construct as to the nature of brigandry.
Oh, shut up, robot. You know what that is. As we all do.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
Mind your manners. Sorry, Miss Lady.
That's all right.
So
sometimes constructs get a little messed up in the head. I've seen it before.
So what are you doing out here? It seems like there's no one else. Where's all the people? What happened?
I'm tending to my garden. As for what happened to the people yeah. Time, predators. Old Nanny Poo Poo's too stringy and wily for the likes of them, though.
So everyone's what, dead or?
Yes, have been for some time.
So why'd you decide to stay here?
It's my home. I've been here. I was born here. I'll die here.
Well, you mind if I ask you a quick question? Um, see, do you know that floating island over there, kind of off in the distance?
You see her squinting her eyes. Uh, see it? No, but I know of the heart of Ooptao. That is what you speak of.
Do you know if this heart of Ooptao has any magical power type object or something in the heart of it, or?
Well, it's floating over the jungle without any support. You tell me.
Well, I don't know. I just.
Obviously, it's magic, you damn fool.
Come on, Herb, get to the point.
Okay. Well, you see,
Obviously, we're here looking for the word of the Soulmonger. Have you heard of it?
right.
The what now?
Soulmonger.
She narrows her eyes at you. You lads seem to be fine, upstanding people. What business do you have in buying souls?
Buying souls. I don't believe that's what we're here to do. I think we're here to free.
Well, it's a monger, isn't it? Like a fishmonger. It buys and sells souls, from what it sounds like.
We're here to deal with it if it seems to be a problem to you. I don't see.
Here to talk with it, if I must say.
I do believe you've been sent on a fool's errand. I have no souls but my own to sell you, and I ain't selling mine. But you know, old Nanny Poo Poo does know some things. Are you sure you're not here about that death curse that's been ravaging some of these lands?
We might be able to help with that.
Yeah, actually.
Ah,
Can you tell us something about it?
I'd love to, except I'd have to go digging out some of the old journals and whatnot. Memory ain't what it used to be, you understand.
Mm.
Yeah, it'd take me a few hours probably to sort through all the junk and whatnot built up over the decades.
Is there anything we can help you with in the meantime?
Oh, that's very kind of you to ask. But yes, in fact, there is. There's a... Well, they're already rather flighty, predatory lot. What do you know of Terrafolk?
If you tell us about it, I'm sure we could deal with it.
I'm willing to kill something if you need to be.
Wonderful. On the south side of this plateau, some Terrafolk have made a nest, and well, they've been seeing it make their business to harass and try to eat me. You understand? I'm too wily for the likes of them, but the Terrafolk, though, I would be mighty obliged if you could seeing to evict them. Not necessarily have to kill them, but I won't lose any sleep over it if you won't.
What do they look like?
Well, they're rather large monstrosity type creatures.
They like
Wings of an overgrown bat. Face as ugly as all hell.
we
And
talking
carnivorous.
like flying lizard things, or
Yes.
oh shit, right on the money.
But there's a cave downside the south of the plateau. They made their nest up there, being flying types and all. I'm sure you could use some ropes or whatnot to get down there. Sort out that cave.
Do you know anything as far as how many will be at the nest, or what kind of packs they form? How many in those packs? This will give us an idea of what we're.
Afraid my eyesight isn't too good.
Oh shit. Well, what can you do?
More than 3, less than 20.
Okay. Yeah. Glad I asked.
Thank you for the information. Chalk Pest Control is on the case. We'll do our dues and repelling them. For how long was the time needed?
I need probably a couple hours to sort through all the junk that I've built up over the years. Find the notes on magic and curses and whatnot. I'll also make up some cots and all. You can stay with me tonight if you'd like. No need to keep a roof over your head, a cauldron of stew. Least I can do.
Oh, that sounds incredible. All right, I'm
Would
down
be
to go
very much appreciated.
kick some shit. Heads in. I've yet to dirty my mace here, so
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure you strapping young lads can see to it. Make sure you take your construct here with you, and I'll start looking through the books. And with that, she turns and starts shuffling off to the entrance of her thatch hut.
okay. So we're gonna go kill some lizard-esque flying things. Seems like.
Are we staying the night first?
No, it's
time
like
of day is it?
it's midday.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. She's saying we can stay there after. Okay.
Yeah, she's basically inviting you to spend the night at her hut and, have a roof over your head, cauldron of stew, that type of thing.
And
Free rations,
information.
and we deal with this for one day. Okay.
Yeah, and information. I'm here for the information.
Gary, you know of these things?
So, are any of you a native to Chult?
Technically, I am.
Aha. Okay. So yeah, you'd know a little bit more about Terrafolk. They're 10-foot tall winged reptilian bipeds native to this area. They're
Flying lizard.
malevolent isolationists and will regard most any other creature as their enemies. In Chultan culture, they're often referred to as terror folk for their habit of swooping down from the sky to snatch whatever and whomever they can, and then taking it back to their nest, which is usually high up off the ground, and devouring it.
Huh. You think we can lure one down? Okay, so the nest is in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And the way she described it is, it's basically set into like the southern cliff face of this plateau.
Oh. Which means they can't fly up high. Cool.
Oh no, they probably can fly up high. It can fly.
Not if we
Elevation
covered
is an
the
issue.
entrance of the cave.
Huh?
Not if we covered the entrance of the cave. They're inside of it,
You-
kind of on the cliffside. It's kind of got a roof over it, and they can fly out of it.
That's where their home is. They're not all sitting in there waiting for us to ambush them.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go and just fucking beat the shit out of them.
I mean, do you want to die?
No, not really. Okay, so we have to find a way to lure them out. Well, you guys want to then just
What exactly did she specify that we do? That we kill them all off, or
Yeah.
that we deal with? No, she didn't say that we need to kill them.
we'll destroy the nest?
No, you misunderstand. You're thinking everything has to die mentality.
Well, yeah. Everything does need to die.
Not true.
I mean, the robot probably agrees with me. Right, robot?
He just wants to spread order.
Well, spread order, you got to kill a couple people, you know? It's sort of like communism.
Well, killing
I
is
say we
what
make
it
an
is,
effort to
right?
make a diplomatic approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diplomacy doesn't work, then we use death by fire tactics.
Does Nanny Poo Poo know what these terror folk are fond of?
She said they were carnivorous.
Some
Ah.
meat. I was saying,
Should
to
we
take
go?
some meat
Should,
and
should
present
we
it to
go
'em.
hunting and take like an animal and
Yeah.
just throw it on?
I
top
like
and-
that approach, Herf.
Yeah, we should just kill an animal, throw it on the wherever they're gonna come
Oh,
after it.
Well, if you recall, you do have a bunch of lizard meat rations that you made.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, but why waste rations? We just kill something
Yeah,
dreadful.
we can
give
go-
more.
we can go
Because
hunting, and
you
if
don't
we don't
see any
succeed-
animals up here at the top of the plateau, and if you recall, it took you 3 hours to climb to the top of this plateau from the jungle below.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we do have one food source that we brought with us.
The Axebeak?
The Axebeak.
Yep. Yeah, you do have him with you.
Sacrifice the Axebeak.
we could.
See if
You
they'd be
want it.
interested in that to leave the lady alone for a couple of days while we're here.
I'm down for that.
My question is, would I know if they're intelligent or not? Like, would you be able to converse with them?
You would know
Like,
that.
The fact that they're called folk means that they're a being. They're not just a monster.
Right. You would know that they can communicate, but they tend to they tend to see most animals as either food or soon to be food.
Mm.
And they don't have any compunction against eating sentients.
So
Yeah.
we need a bard, is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, if they see you or an Axebeak, their default stance is going to be, "Can I eat you?" And if they think they can take you, they'll try. That's what you would
Oh,
know
let's
about
head
them.
over there and see if we spot any of them and see what happens.
Yeah, it's a little scouting mission first.
Bring the Axebeak, Worth. I'm guessing our guides will stay behind because they don't want to get involved with our shenanigans.
Yeah. When they find you want to go after some Terra folk in their nest, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna hang out here."
So when we came up on the plateau, she said it was on the south side. What side did we come up on? Would have been the east?
Yeah, you came up the eastern side.
Okay.
She would have given you specific enough directions that it would not be a problem for you to find the general location of this cave. It's pretty obvious when you get close to it.
Copy that.
Well, let's go then.
Yeah, so as you're looking over the edge of the plateau, you can see that there is a cave opening with like a little lip. That's what makes it obvious. About where is that? It is about 20 feet down from your position. It looks like the cave is just nestled like right at the lip of the plateau. Sorry, 25 feet. My mistake.
We don't see any Terra folk flying around, though.
You do not. You could make
Well-
a perception check to try and see if there's any that are like trying to hide from you or anything.
Well, based on the information that my character would know, I don't think they're the ambush tactic style. They would be more of a dive bomb with all the bells and whistles that come with it.
Their hunting patterns resemble that of Falcon's.
Yeah, so perception check more than anything would be looking through the skies to see if there's any way up there.
Mhm.
Sure, yeah, I'll do it.
You don't see any.
I see clouds. All right, I can
Am I in the wrong chat?
No,
Yeah.
you're in the right chat.
Oh, no, now I'm in the right chat.
He was text channel. He meant.
Ah.
I didn't see
How
the
much
roll
rope do
on
we
screen.
have? I'm sorry, I missed how far down that lip is.
It is
20.
25 feet to the bottom of the lip. There's like it's like the cliff that you're standing on is like 5 feet thick and then 20 feet tall cave.
I still have my
Oh,
50
okay.
feet of 50 feet of hemp rope. Bob used his 25 the last session.
Well, let me take a look ski.
I'll
So-
hold you up.
Yeah, just dangle me down there.
Dangling.
Okay, so you're just poking your head in through that. You're trying to be stealthy, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Now this is the part you guys are gonna laugh at. I'm a wizard, remember?
Ah, that's very funny.
Do you have dark vision? Because there's no light source in the cave.
I do not have dark vision. I am a halfling.
Okay. Well, you can see about, I'm going to say about 30 feet or so into the cave before it fades off into darkness.
Can I chuck
Just
him a
straight tunnel.
candle?
And
And
while you see the bottom of the cave has splotches of what look to be excrement, you don't see any terrafolk.
Um,
can I toss you?
can
a
I
candle?
create light with minor illusion?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know that either. And I've used it a lot.
Creates a visible or audible, which I can do both at the same time.
I cast
Object.
light on my mage hand.
Image of an object. If you create an image, 5 feet cube, the image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. So no,
Ah,
you can make it. You can make an illusory image of a burning torch, but it won't actually emit any light.
Okay.
Can I throw him a candle and he can chuck the?
No, I'm
candle?
not putting a light source down there. I wanted to create a illusion of a creature that glows of some kind and set it in there.
Mm.
Why would I put something human in there? I'm obviously not trying to indicate that I'm here. So yeah, let's just throw a fucking candle in there.
Yeah. Not.
I whispered.
If anything, I
loudly-
cast firebolt in there.
I whispered loudly, "Do you see anything, Gary?"
No, not really. But you guys want to have some fun?
Should we go in?
I'm just gonna cast firebolt, see what comes out.
While you're dangling without us there?
Well, I'm only like sticking my head down.
How much weight if I like shoved like a python into the ground, tie the rope around it, would it hold?
Gary, how much do you weigh, inclusive of your equipment?
I weigh 38 plus 72, 112, 110 actually.
You think a python could hold that?
No. Well, can I get a shove like? Hold on. Let me go to my
Got a
inventory.
grappling
My
hook.
inventory real quick.
You know,
Shit,
pitons are usually used for like when you're rope climbing. They're the little hooks you pound into the stone wall that you tie ropes
Yeah.
off to. So you're
Okay.
pretty sure that it'd be able to hold 100 pounds.
Could I shove like 3 of them into different? 4 of them. How much does Bob weigh? Bob, BO8. How much do you weigh?
Hi.
Copy. I'll shove 6 pythons into the ground and tie the rope around that.
I weigh 260.
Okay, so it's going to take some time to hammer in 6 pythons into the rocky ground here.
I'll
I'll just
that.
keep watch.
Okay. So you're tapping away up there. You're just watching the cave.
Yep.
Your eyes adapting a little bit as you stare into the darkness. And you think you see, Gary, maybe 10 feet past where you were before, you see what looks to be maybe 4 shapes moving in the darkness. You can't really make out any specifics, but you get a sense that there's something back there.
So I'm saying like 4 silhouettes moving around, kind of, but can't really make them out from. It's black on black, essentially.
Yeah, it's like like how when you first turn off your nightlight when you're going to sleep and you can't make out the walls of your bedroom, and then after like about 10 minutes or so, you can start to make out shapes on the wall. That type
Yep.
of thing is happening here.
All right. Do they seem to be approaching or just kind of moving
No.
around?
No, they just appear to be just shuffling about as if idling, like what you would expect like birds to do, is they're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
But it takes about a minute. The batons are hammered in. All 6 of them. The rope tied off between all 6.
All right.
Gary, you think we're good to come down?
I would go back up to the party at this point and be like, there's 4 hostiles. I don't know if we can take that many.
Do we lure?
I mean, I could shoot a fireball in there, but they would be easier to fight inside, not outside.
Can I look around? Is there any way that we could possibly like collapse the cave in any way that I would like see?
Make a perception check.
Perception. Oh my god, my caps lock is on. Is it gonna work still?
No.
Okay.
So the ground here is like hard rock. That's what you had to pound your batons into. That's why it took you a minute. And outside of something really heavy duty, mold earth is not going to be sufficient here. This would require some pretty, this would require like stone shape type spells to like affect the stone here, or large amounts of explosives.
Mm.
You know the roof of the cave is 5 feet thick of stone.
The cave that I could see, did it look like it was a natural form or
Yes.
it was carved out? Natural.
It looked like it was naturally formed. It also looked like it had a slight slant downward. Like it's a little bit deeper the farther back in the cave you go.
Oh, okay.
So 5 feet thick at the entrance. By the time you get back, maybe 100 feet or so, assuming, because you couldn't see how deep it goes, but at the current slope, at about 100 feet back, you'd be looking at like a 20-foot thick wall. So it'd be really difficult to collapse this cave with what you have.
Mm.
I relay the information to the party and be like, any any thoughts on what to do here?
Well,
Gary says we can't take them. We can't block them off. What are the
I don't
other
think we could
options?
take them. We can always try.
yeah.
You can certainly try.
We don't
Just
have-
more so thinking it'd be better if we had more party members. The 4v4, I think we'd be a pretty even match. It's kind of just how the dice roll. I don't have the health to take them, honestly. I only have 12 hit points. I can imagine 1 or 2 hits from those things would probably take me down quick. And they have apply speed, so I can't exactly dodge them. What's that?
Well, I only got high armor, low health.
Yeah.
So does Bob.
Well, I'm just thinking of the fact that we only have 4 party members. It could go very bad very quickly.
We need a tank. We had a paladin, that'd be better.
Is there any way we can lure one out?
Possibly.
I don't
Can we
think
take some?
one would come. I think they would all come. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. 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 30 feet of string and one of the lizard meat rations. I'll chuck it in there and see what happens. Go fishing.
Do we take cover first and camouflage ourselves? At
Yeah,
least,
probably won't be a bad idea.
like advantage purposes, at least.
All right, this is like rough, rocky ground on the edge of the plateau here. What exactly are you doing to camouflage yourselves?
Collecting as many pebbles as possible to make us look like rocky ground.
Where's the nearest terrain cover?
There are
Like, where's the
some
nearest tree?
trees.
Or bushes, whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah, bushes would be closer by, maybe 100 feet back from the edge. There's
Ooh,
a couple of scraggly looking bushes. The top of the plateau is not plentiful with plant life. There's a reason that Nanny Poo Poo's been living off of what looked to be a very scraggly garden.
100 foot back. We need 130 feet of rope. I have 50.
Oh no, I'll stay on the edge. Don't worry about it. I can cover
Okay.
myself. I can't cover everybody though.
I can't cover you from a distance by any means. I have 2 hand axes, but I'm not sure how much that's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm baiting them out of the cave. I'm not intending on engaging them. So basically, my game plan is to with the because I have 30 feet of string,
Mm-hmm.
and with the string, I'm gonna tie on like a ration or two of lizard meat, making sure it's that it's local game, something they'd be familiar with the scent of. And then I'm going to cast that into the cave with the string, and then kind of drag it towards the entrance. And then if that doesn't work, I'll do it again. But it'll probably work the first time because they'll notice it right away. But then I would like to use Minor Illusion to create the illusion of a shallow rock and just lay down inside the illusion.
Copy that. I'll stay in a bush.
Yep. And so basically, yeah, you guys will be ready to ambush them when they come out of the cave because the meat is going to come basically like slingshot catapult it out into the plateau, and then you guys can engage. So
Can we
if anybody,
land within 30 feet of the bushes?
I don't think I can throw it that far. I don't think Underark would let me. Like, I mean, I guess theoretically, what kind of check would you want for that, Underark? To
It would
like
be an athletics
catapult
check.
it? Athletics?
Yep. It's a strength-based thing. How hard can you throw something? Like, you're not aiming
Yeah, but
it,
it's also
you're
a
just chucking
timing
for,
thing.
That's how
I'm
hard.
I'm
and
talking
how
about
accurate.
catapulting it.
which is an athletic skill.
Okay, fine. One thing I suck at. But yeah. So basically, I just want to use Minor Illusion to create basically active camouflage. Quite literally, active camouflage.
I can do the throw if you can cover me with minor illusion.
Minor
don't wanna
illusion
try
is a maximum 5 by 5 by 5 like block of area you have to work with.
Yeah, what size?
Only
am I
one
in
of you is going to
field?
fit inside of that.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying.
D&D rules 5 by 5 by 5 is a player.
That's what I'm
Despite a
saying.
person only being 5 feet tall and 2 feet abreast and 12 inches thick.
The
That's what I
problem
said.
is
I
your
could-
illusion is not a solid cube. It's like a rock, and
Mhm.
you're going to have body parts sticking out of there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can fetal position after I catapult.
Oh, it's fine. I'll get it as close as I can.
Copy that.
So yeah, everybody get in cover if you want to, or just stand out in the open so they swoop and attack. But the hope is that we'll get 1 or 2 of them out, not all of them.
Right.
If all of them come out, are we agreeing to like stay put?
If all of them come out, yeah, I would recommend staying put.
Can
But I
the
know that
party
once we
agree
start
on that?
engaging, they'll probably. I mean, it's up to the party. They want to fucking die. Hope you got another character ready, because this will probably not be good for the party. Like I said, it's going to be a 1-to-1.
Where's the closest cover for a big guy?
100
like me?
feet.
It's 100 feet.
100 feet to the
Okay.
bush.
Pay attention. We've been.
I'm going right to the bush then. I'll hide and see if we can't try it.
All
And
right.
if they don't, we
Hi,
just-
are you here?
Yeah.
All right. You didn't respond earlier, so I was making sure you were actually here for
So,
what we're about to.
Just to make sure I understand
Push.
this correctly. So you're going to have Gary sneak down there, cast Minor Illusion, and hide. He's then going to chuck some meat in on a 30-foot string, slowly pulling it out to hopefully bait, one of these guys out. Then he's going to chuck it over the cliff, kind of, like a slingshot. Not a slingshot, like a shot put type thing. And you guys the three of you are going to be hiding in bushes 100 feet from the edge.
Is Gary going down or is he dangling?
No, I was planning on dangling under from the top cliff and then pulling it up as fast as I could and then timing the release essentially.
Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, that would work.
Actually, not a catapult, a trebuchet. Yeah, I said the wrong thing.
That's fine. Okay, yeah, this is why I ask clarifying questions. Okay.
Yeah, because I would have to get down there somehow first off,
So-
and I'm not doing that.
Three of you go and hide in bushes. That's fine. Gary, you cast your illusion spell and kind of settle yourself in there. And you're going to begin lowering that meat in, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably will just dangle it and drop it down onto the ledge so it makes noise, so they actually actively see it, and then yank it up as fast as I can to yeet it as far as I can inland.
Can I, just in case, go ahead and prepare a guiding bolt spell?
No.
No? Okay.
Not how
No.
that works.
Nope. Okay.
You're hiding in a bush. There will be a thing that involves that. Don't worry about that. That will be included.
Okay.
But first, let's handle the first Gary's part. So,
Cool.
So you're lowering it down. You're just kind of like dropping it out, paying out the string, make some noise.
Yep.
You hear, some squawking coming from inside and some shuffling as things apparently noticed. Are you immediately throwing it up, or are you waiting for something to get close?
I can't see. I'm assuming I can't lean over the edge and see because of the 5-foot distance, and I'm a halfling. So I'm just as soon as I hear activation and noise, I'm going to start pulling it, to commence the plan.
Okay. So you kind of pull it up, and then you're chucking it as far as you can.
Yeah, like basically pulling the string up and then using
Okay.
the cave as like a trebuchet sort
Sure,
of
okay.
catapulting lever.
Go ahead and give me a strength athletics check. Let's see how far you can heave it.
We believe in you, Gary.
Do I have advantage because of a mechanical advantage?
Sure.
Yeah. Fucking need it.
Cheater.
Yeah, see? I have a -2 to strength check.
Yeah. So it goes 40 feet. It's basically landing in the middle between you guys and the bushes. Between you and the bushes. A little closer to you, though. You hear what sounds like some angry squawking from below you, Gary, as two of the Terrafolk kind of poke their heads out, sniffing the air and spreading their wings to take flight after what looks like some meat ran away. At this point, Gary, I need you to make a stealth check.
All right.
He's stealthy.
Do I have advantage with my camouflage?
Yes, you do.
Tuck your stomach in, bud.
Oh
Holy
God!
fuck!
Jesus Christ!
They're
Andrew,
gonna
what
see
the
me
fuck?
with that. They might not see me, but they'll smell me.
Yeah. So, at that point, they take flight. One of which appears to be going for you, Gary. The other kind of poking up over the edge of the plateau, because it could see what you did to the meat. And then I need stealth checks from the other three of you guys.
Yeah. What's my stealth? Oh, just flat.
I was gonna say, do they have advantage from being in hiding? Like they're in cover and stuff? They're not just, like they were planning on hiding. It's not
Yeah.
like they tried to duck underneath.
Yeah, I
stuff.
would say they could have advantage because of the time that they would have to prepare this. So go ahead and roll that again, Harv.
So D20.
Just roll another D20. No, just roll another D20. You already rolled one.
Yeah.
Just so it's just bang R2D20 KH1.
So
Yep.
12.
Plus your
Oh
mods.
crap!
I just, yeah.
Nobody can
Ah,
see
you're
me.
fine.
Who would have thought that robot
Okay.
doesn't smell like anything?
Yeah. Yeah, so as these guys take flight, obviously one of them's coming for you, Gary. At this point, we're going to need to roll initiative.
Odd dude.
What is going on with my rolls? Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, bro.
I just got a 2 and a 1 in general. Oh my, I got a. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. I got more ones than 20s, and when I rolled in general.
God.
I like this crazy idea, and the fact that it's got a 1 on my initiative. I would like to have given somebody my backpack just in case
Too
that
late.
happened. I know. No, my backpack has all the important stuff in it, guys.
I'll do
If
everything.
Then he's
picks me up and
dangling
flies off.
off the edge of a plateau.
Yeah. Yes, if they pick me up and fly off, you're gonna have a bad time.
All right. Well, Savannah, the Terrafolk that's revealed itself flying overhead, like flying up over where Gary is, does not seem to have noticed you. It looks instead to be scanning, looking at that chunk of meat about 60 feet away from you. From you, it is 100 feet forward and 20 feet up.
Hypotenuse over 120 feet.
No, less. It'd be
Oh,
between 100 and 120. Call it 110.
What about the one over Gary?
The one that looks to be coming for Gary is not visible because it's below the lip of the plateau still.
Ah,
Only one flew up after the meet. One went for Gary when it noticed it.
I wish I was a bard. Fuck.
So, Savannah?
We should probably lure them away from.
Yeah,
Gary.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna take an Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah. See if they'll. The other one
Okay.
over Gary.
You
will-
do have advantage because you are hidden from it on the first bolt if you have multiple shots.
Do I have to decide if I use Action Surge?
Nope.
Okay, I can decide that after I shoot this, right?
Yes. Action Surge is just a thing you can do. You just declare it you're using it, and then you'll get a second action when you do so. So you can shoot with your action and then declare an action surge and shoot again. Just know that your second shot won't have advantage because it'll now know that something's shooting at it from the bushes.
That's fair.
So, yeah, if you're shooting Eldritch Blast, go ahead and roll your attack with advantage. That hits.
Can I Action Surge and shoot another?
You can action surge and shoot another one. Yep. Go ahead and roll to hit. You do not have advantage this time, I'm afraid. That misses.
Copy that. Can I run 30 feet?
Which direction?
Which would be more towards the center of the plateau.
Yeah, you could run towards, the center of the center of the plateau, meaning away from the combat, like away from the edge.
I kind of want to stay in line with the combat, but stay away from the edge.
You're currently
like
100 feet from the edge.
And the edge is south.
The edge is
So
south.
can I run straight west?
Yes. And you go 30 feet.
Perfect. And I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. This guy is surprised because he's being shot at and does not get a turn. Harv fumbled his stealth. He does not get a turn. Gary, you also were not sufficiently stealthy, and so you're waiting. Bob, what would you like to do? You were sufficiently stealthy, if I recall. Bob, you with
Bob.
us?
Hi.
Bob keeps his cover in the bushes. The second Terrafolk is also surprised at this time. And I see Athusa has joined us. Excellent. Alright, well, Athusa, it would come up to your turn then. You are in the bushes, 100 feet away from the southern edge of this plateau. A Terrafolk has flown up and is visible 100 feet to the south and 20 feet up currently from you. What do you do?
Jake!
Yes.
Yes.
Jake, what do you do?
Oh, there's probably a party going on at his house.
Yeah, he typed it in text, so that's why I answered.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you trying to hide in the bushes from him? Then please make a stealth check, as hiding is an action. Okay. Savannah?
The other
The
didn't come after me?
It has not had a turn. You guys had a bit of surprise there. Some of you managed to effectively ambush it. A couple people screwed that up.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
But it's still enough
And
for a surprise round count for you guys.
so they still haven't moved. I've done 2 damage. um, um, with Eldrick's Blast, is it per player level?
Mhm.
Yes, it scales with player level. You guys
So
are.
I didn't need to use Action Surge?
Yes, you did. You don't get a second shot till level 5.
Level 5 is when it comes second shot? Okay.
Yes. And even then, when you have a second shot with it, Action Surge would give you another ability. Like, you could cast it again and end up with 2 more shots.
God damn. Okay. I guess I'll just use another Eldrick's Blast and try to hit the same one since I still can't see.
That's
the one.
correct.
Okay.
They haven't moved. Like, you got your first couple shots off real quick. Like, you snap fired them, and now you're actually being, normal combat. That hits. All right, yeah, you hit it again. Anything else?
Yeah. So we're 100 feet away from the plateau. Gary is on the edge, I'm guessing.
He was hanging off the edge of it.
Yeah, I'll run towards Gary, 30 feet.
Okay. You run out into the open. 30 feet.
In my turn.
Yep. The Terrafolk is going to fly towards you, taking the dash action. This will end up being 50 feet above you, directly.
Okay.
Harv.
Yep. Let's go ahead and the one that is right over top of, since it sees me, I'm not very stealthy.
It went for Savannah because Savannah ran south. It was closer.
Okay, so it's closer to me now.
It is definitely closer to you. This would be about 40, or no, it'd be 50 feet. This would be about 50 feet away from you. Straight
Cool,
line.
I'm gonna chuck a guiding bolt at it.
Roll to hit.
Damn.
It misses.
It misses. All right, then I'm gonna run 30 feet to Savannah
Okay, you can do that.
and then try and get as close as I can to this thing to kind of draw its attention.
You're right next to where it was flying directly over.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna scream at it, try and get its attention.
I got something better if that doesn't work.
Okay, yeah, you start screaming at it, waving your hands.
Yeah, that's anything I can do, and I'm at my turn.
Okay. Gary. You're pretty sure that Terra folk that's coming for you from the lower lip there, yeah, it knows you're there. It definitely knows you're there.
I would like to move.
Okay. It will take, I'm going to say, 10 feet of movement to get to the top of the plateau from your position. Half speed because you're climbing type thing, so 10 feet total to get to the top. Unless you have
I wasn't.
I thought you were hanging off the edge, is what you were saying.
No, I was on the edge, hanging stuff off the edge.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood how you were oriented. That's fine.
Yeah,
okay, then
yeah.
you're just right at the edge.
Okay.
That's not a problem. That doesn't affect anything other than how much movement. I thought you were doing some crazy horseshit where you're like rappelling, like where you're like stuck perpendicular to the wall. Of the
No,
plateau.
that's why I was like 30 feet of 30 feet of string isn't quite a lot, but it's enough to at least get it down to the landing.
Got it. Okay. Then in that case, yes, you are just on the top of the edge there. Yep. So what do you do?
Okay. I can't move minor illusion, right?
Correct. It does not move. You can recast it, but you cannot move it.
Okay. I'd like to waddle my 25 feet inland from the edge of the plateau and then recast a new rock.
Okay.
This one's going to be different,
Uh-huh.
so I can stay standing.
So it's like a stalactite.
Yeah, like a taller. I mean, I'm only 3 feet tall, so like 3.5, 4 feet tall, somewhere in there.
Okay, yeah, you can make such an illusion.
All right. And well, that's an action. So I have bonus action shit. I don't think I do.
No.
No, not really.
Sorry, you said 25 feet, right, when you moved?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just double checking.
Yeah, basically just kind of heading towards Savannah a little bit.
All right, and is that all you do?
Yep. I make a new rock.
Mm-hmm. Bob?
Oh, that's me. Hi. So, that one that Herb was waving his arms at, does it look like the pterodactyl saw him and was about to go for him?
I mean, it was looking at Savannah, and he was right next to Savannah, so yes, you would think that the Terrafolk can see both of them.
So there's two of them. Is there one closer to us? People who are still in bushes?
Negative.
So there
Negative?
are
Oh.
two Terrafolk you know of. One is
Mhm.
visible, flying 50 feet above Savannah and Harv.
Yes.
The other is not visible to you because it is below the lip of the plateau, 100 feet to the south, where Gary was standing.
Gotcha.
It hasn't had a turn
Alright.
yet, so it hasn't flown up.
So this is fun. So who's closest to me?
Probably Athusa at this point.
Uh, touch. I'll throw a guiding bolt at the one that's flying then.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so dumb. I had a +5 to wisdom. Fuck.
Road ahead.
3.
You were hiding in the bushes, right, Bob? Still?
Right.
Then you do have advantage on this because you were hidden from it.
KH1. Dang, or 2d20. KH1. Is it space +5?
No.
Okay.
The formula is all written together. The only time you use a space is when you're rolling repeats.
Gotcha. An 11. This is a great session.
Miss.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
All right. Well, I guess I'll come out.
All right, the metal man
Bushes.
steps forward.
The robot is gay. Got it.
hmm And then, oh, extend my, was it 25, 30 feet? 30 feet. No, extend my 30 feet to get to Athusa and Herv.
Savannah and Herv. The Thuza's in the bush.
Savannah and Herv.
Okay, you can do so. Anything else?
That's it.
Alrighty, let's see. So this guy, he is going to fly 50 feet up. He's going to look. He's not going to see the gnome, but he is going to see the other three, and he'll take the dash action and fly 50 feet to the north. So he is about 20 feet to the south of you guys, 50 feet up in the air. The other one is directly above you 50 feet, but it's not its turn. Sorry, Gary. Yeah, you're a halfling. Did I call you something else?
Call me
Yeah,
gnome.
tried and true gnome.
I'm just projecting.
He usually plays the gnome illusionist.
I'm just projecting. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's fine. I actually completely forgot about halfling luck for my initiative.
Oof. All right. and then
Yeah.
We come to Athusa.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for the patience with me this evening. I very much appreciate it.
Get to it.
All right, so there's a guy 50. You said 50 feet above me.
No. There is a guy 50 feet directly above Savannah, Harv, and Bob, and the second guy 20 feet to the south of that first guy. You are 30 feet to the north of Savannah, Harv, and Bob in the bushes.
So that would be about 80 away from that guy.
Maybe less than 80.
It'd be 50, like straight line distance, it's about 65, 70 feet to the second guy.
Okay, so let's do the big brain play. Let's go ahead and bless whoever's underneath that guy. That would be Savannah,
Savannah, Harv, and Bob.
Savannah, Harv, and Bob. So I want to go ahead and cast bless on all three of those people.
What's
What
the
does
range on
bless
Bless?
do?
30 feet.
30 feet. So do I
Perfect.
need to move?
Nope, they're in range.
Perfect. So I
Barely.
want to cast bless on that, and then I want to stay sneaky in the bushes.
Yeah, 3+ creatures. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty sure that you've alerted things that you're there because Bless has vocal and somatic components. It's an action to hide. However, you also know you're not the closest to these enemies, so take that what you will.
Who knows that if they saw me or not?
Exactly.
Got it.
What does bless do?
It's
1d4.
Add 1d4 on attack rolls or saving throws.
One or is it? I'll just look at it.
It's 1d4 for attack or saving
Yeah.
for 1 minute. So
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Is it one for a long? Is it 1d4 for a
No, it's
certain amount
for
of
1
time? Or,
minute.
yep.
So
You
don't
got
forget
it.
you guys have a 1d4. And you know what? The other guy, he's how far away from me?
65 to
fucking,
70.
Which other guy? Be specific.
So there's one guy floating above them, and there's the second guy, correct?
Yeah, the second guy is about 20 feet back from that.
Okay, and he is identical to the guy we're looking at.
Not identical, they're not clones, but
So
they're
can I-
definitely the
can I-
same species.
Can I get caught back up? What are we fighting right now?
Pterodactyl
Flying
people.
lizard people.
Pterodactyl guys.
Okay. Well, then I want to run up. I want to use my 30 feet of movement and start. Since they know where I am, I may as well just. Thank you. I just want to go ahead and use my 30-foot movement speed and run towards that guy.
Okay.
So yeah, and that'll.
So
be
that would put you all in a group, four people together.
Can I be like to the left or to the right of them? Have some space between them, like a.
Absolutely. How much
Yeah,
space
I
do you want? You can have up to 10.
Yeah, let's do the full 10 then.
Okay. I mean, you could have more, but then you wouldn't be able to run as far forward.
Oh, okay. So
Like if you think of an angle, it's like a cone, right?
put
so-
me 20 feet from them.
Okay.
So however much distance that is.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Thank you. And that'll be it for me, sir.
All right. This guy. He's kind of spoiling for choice at the moment. Let's
Who?
see. Bob looks DM1. Right?
I
Oh wait, no,
think
that was
there's-
Athusa. That's sorry, I thought that was Savannah. That was Athusa. Savannah, it is your turn now.
Okay.
That's the old one. Sorry.
Do I have to use bless before my attack roll, or can I use it after?
No.
it's just
So
to
the
add
way
1d4.
Bless works is you will add a 1d4 to every attack roll and saving throw you make as long as the spell is active. It's a bonus to your attack roll throws and saving throws.
Oh, the whole time?
Until the
Yes,
spell
for 1
is
minute.
lost. Yes.
For 1 minute.
Okay, I'll attack the one directly above me
With what?
with the Eldritch Blast.
Roll to hit. That hits.
Nice.
Nice.
But 14 total damage.
That bloodies him.
Oh, really?
Nice.
How's that 14 total damage?
And then I'll run 10 feet away. So there's 2 people left in the group, and I'm 10 feet away, opposite of the 20 feet that Gary or Athusa is
Yeah,
away.
you can do that.
So just to kind of spread out the party a little bit.
Uh-huh. Nope. Anything else?
Yeah. Oh no, my turn.
Okay. So, let's see. 2 people spread out away from some other people. What armor is everybody wearing?
I have
Oh.
chainmail.
I have
Bullet.
chainmail.
Chainmail and shield.
and
Shield as well as mine.
You're all wearing chainmail?
Chainmail. and shield.
I
So
think Bob
under-
is.
Bob is a metal man. This guy's not coming after you. It wants meat.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm made of iron. So what
Yeah.
would my AC for iron be?
You're Warforged, right?
Right.
The thing has a thing. If I recall, the Warforged has a stat about your AC.
Okay. I got it. It's not on the sheet we have, so I'll just look at it later.
Okay. I think it's like 10 or 12 or something like that.
He might have an old sheet too, because I think Warforged is updated on there now.
Anyway,
Let me check. I'll fire a new sheet up while we're waiting.
let's see. Savannah keeps shooting it and actually hitting, so it's gonna dive down at Savannah.
Dirtbag. Where's my sister at? My sister's not here.
Yep. Let's see. So it makes 3 attacks: 1 with a bite and 2 with claws. So first, it's gonna try and bite you.
Wow, brutal.
Does a 21 hit you?
Sure, why not?
All right, it bites you for 7 piercing.
Oh.
And as a result of it having dived down on you, you are frightened until the end of this guy's next turn, unless he has something that
Yeah.
prevents the frightened condition.
Not that I see. What was
Okay.
trying to do?
Well, some classes give you immunities to things, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, frightened means I can't approach it, right? I can't approach it or attack it.
You can attack it. You're just at disadvantage. You are at disadvantage to any checks or attacks while the source of your fear is in sight. You cannot willingly move closer to it, so you can attack it. You're just at disadvantage.
So I can attack it with disadvantage or run away. Got it.
Yeah. Then it's gonna swipe at you with a claw. Pretty sure that misses.
Yep.
And the second claw. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay. That is it for that guy. Harv.
Right. So he's on the ground now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a swing at him with
You're gonna
Mace?
run over to him?
Yup.
Okay. You can do so.
20 plus 1d4 space 1d4.
Oh, that's big.
Wow, that's
Oh
fucking-
my god.
great. Okay, and then I'm gonna swing my mace at this fucker's head. That is a 1d6.
That's a 2d6.
2d6?
You-
No, it's
it's
not.
a
only
critical
one
hit?
attack.
It's a
Oh,
critical hit, so
hit.
you double the number of dice you roll.
Ooh,
That's like a
2d6.
double crit.
And then +2.
All right, yeah, this guy's looking real bad.
And then I'm not done yet. I'm gonna use the War Priest action to swing again.
You use your action to attack.
It's War Priest gives me another. As long as I hit with melee, I can have another attack.
Oh, okay. Well, you said action, so that's why I was curious.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries. Yeah, if it doesn't require an action, you're good.
Yeah. 1d4. Fuck.
That time you miss.
Yeah, that time I
brutal.
missed. Right over his head. That's brutal. Wow.
Had to balance you out.
I know, right? And then is it I guess I'm right up on it anyway.
Yes, you're in melee with it.
All right. And that is I think all I can I mean I could take another swing at it. Can I do this multiple or just twice? I don't quite know. Anybody know what War Priest is? It just one extra attack, or can I just go until all my 3 max attacks are gone? Because I'm down to go until I kill this bitch.
I'm pretty
So
sure
when
you'd
you
have to
use the
hit each
attack
time.
action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay, so that's it then.
Yeah.
All right.
So, however, you can do that next turn, for a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier until you take a long rest. So next turn you can do it again, assuming your Wisdom modifier is above +1.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right, cool. Then that is it. Just gonna ready and shield in hand, and hopefully this guy comes for me.
All right, Gary, you're in your little illusory stone. It looks like that the one that spotted you before kind of flew over you, but did not notice that rock
Yeah, the rock that wasn't there before. Yeah.
that it didn't see. So it has no idea that it wasn't there before. So what do you do? It's your turn.
Sorry, I have a blank sheet up. I was going through trying to figure out how to get the Warforge on there. It's in Eberron's, but it's not coming up when I add the material. One of them's looking pretty rough.
One's looking near death. Yes.
All right, I'll just magic missile him, I guess. Take care of him.
All right. Cast magic missile. Go ahead and roll the darts.
Good hit.
All right. Yeah, he's just blown out and he falls.
Excellent. Then I would like to stay inside my rock.
Okay. Bob?
Yo. I want to do the same thing. Throw a
Well, the one on the ground is dead. The other is 50 feet in the air.
50 feet in the air. All right, I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt. Another guiding bolt.
Sure. Roll to hit.
That hit.
That hits.
Guiding bolt. There's 46. Nice.
Oh, damn. That hurts it. It is past bloodied.
Yay!
And it's glowing.
It is glowing.
Anything else?
Is that me? No. Next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Right. That's why it's glowing.
Yep. Thanks, Miss Clifton. All right, no, nothing else.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't want to fight you guys, so it's going to turn to the south. And oh, hey, there's that rock there that shot magic bolts at its partner. It's going to attack the. It's going to fly down and attack the rock. It will have disadvantage because it actually until it physically hits you because it can't actually see through the rock for the first attack.
This DM is biased.
It's going after Gary, if I'm not being clear.
It's
Yeah, I
very
figured that one out.
Well, we all know real illusionists are gnomes.
Oh,
Does a 15 hit Gary?
Knew I should have taken shield.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. I mean, you do have 3 clerics.
So it hits you for 7 piercing.
Yep.
You're down.
Are you down?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, now that it can see you because it stabbed you through the rock, it's going to swipe you with a claw.
Yep. Nope.
No? Okay.
13.
All right. Second claw. Also a miss.
oh,
Just so you know, Gary, you are currently frightened, as in the condition.
That's fine.
And Dithusa.
oh. So how far am I away from this piece of shit?
You are 45 feet.
All right. 45.
Yes.
That's brutal. How much distance can I get out of a greatsword? 10?
5 feet, I believe. Unless it has the reach property.
Uh,
You could run forward and huck it as an improvised range weapon.
yeah, but then I can't use my spell. Can I pack it full of a spell before I huck it?
Depends on what spell. If you're doing Booming Blade, no.
Thunderous Smite.
Does that spell require a melee attack? Because this would be a ranged attack that you'd be making.
Yeah, this would be a
It
melee
does.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucker.
There are some spells like Enchant Weapon that you can enchant a weapon and then chuck it, and you would benefit from the enchantment, even though it's not being used properly. But if it specifically calls out like make a melee attack as part of the spell, you can't do that by throwing the sword.
Question: if I get into a 15-foot range, could I hit him without hitting Mr. Gary with a breath weapon?
Yes.
All right, well then let's do that.
Okay. It's a dex save.
That one is correct. Yeah, he passed.
Is it pass for half?
Yeah, passed for half. Yes,
Well, roll damage. Believe you were using fire on it, or
that would be correct.
Yep.
Oh my god!
still takes 1, minimum of 1 damage.
You're a white dragon?
Yeah.
White would be
dragon.
cold, not fire.
Oh yeah, it would be.
I mean, it doesn't matter for this enemy, but there are enemies where that matters a lot.
just checking because I thought I remembered white.
Anyway, yeah. So you make him a little chilly. He takes some damage. Anything else?
Unfortunately, no.
All right, Savannah.
The one that Bubby died. Am I still frightened?
No, you are not frightened.
And how close is the one with Gary?
45 feet.
Oh yeah. Oh, just blast.
Roll to hit. That's neat.
Hit? Or no?
I'm gonna send that to
That
Spectre.
hits.
Is it 14 to hit?
14 hits.
Oh, okay. Nice.
All right, yeah, that's a good hit. As it's sitting there looking menacingly over Gary, you shoot it in the head, and it falls over, dead.
Do I hear any other pterodactyl guys coming?
Make a
Anywhere.
perception check.
Okay.
You do not. You guys are out of initiative.
Nice.
All right.
Can I sever both of the heads of the ones we killed?
Easily.
Why don't we just bring the whole bodies back?
I was
She's
like,
making
"Ah,
stew.
True.
This sounds like a lot of weight to carry. And you're tiny.
There's 5
Yeah.
of us.
But you have like 1,000-pound robot.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
well,
robot can carry both bodies, probably.
I'll carry both heads. We'll pack all the meat on the robot.
Could we keep the wings, or I suppose could we just cut the wings off and like roll them up?
Can we make raincoats out of the wings?
Hey,
Can I make an improvised flying suit?
So flying suit would be something that'd be real hard to rig up in the field.
What's the check?
Yeah, what do I gotta be?
Okay. Would you be able to do a DC 35 tinkering check?
How do I find that out?
Okay,
No.
are you proficient with tinkering tools?
No.
Then it is not possible for you to do so.
Okay, let's just cut the wings off, get the bodies back to camp for dinner.
Okay.
Now, what
I'll
if
carry
I
the
pull
heads.
wings out and I.
No.
Stop! For fuck's sake.
We're on our way back to Nanny Poo
I'm
Poo.
Can
No,
we
I
make progress on the story and stop
On our
fucking
way
around?
back to Nanny Poo Poo.
Yeah.
Well, first we have to dissect the bodies a little bit, and then we can
We-
go.
We did. Right? Andre?
Mhm. Yeah, you can remove the wings. That's a couple of swipes from your guys' axes and swords.
And I carry the heads. Let's go.
Just roll the wings up.
On our way.
All right. Yeah, you guys take the 2 bodies back to Nanny Poo Poo's hut. You can see that she apparently has dragged out a largest cauldron. Some fire has smoldering beneath it. You know, she looks to be throwing what looks to be dried herbs into the water. She says, "Oh, I see you've returned. You've got a couple of them. Excellent, excellent.
We brought protein if you need. And
Oh,
a couple of
of
trophies
course.
for your wall.
Oh, such kind dearies you are."
I present both the heads to her.
She takes them. She looks at them. She's like, "Well, these will make fine additions. Thank you. Thank you very much." Well, go ahead and toss the bodies in. Stew will take a couple hours to steep. We can have it for supper. As she heads back into the hut with the heads, it looks like she's going to go put them somewhere.
Well, let's start butchering. Unless you guys want to cook their intestines with all the stew meat.
Yeah, I would rather butcher that. I was kind of
Okay.
gonna ask.
So whoever's going to be doing the butchering needs to make a survival check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Anybody good at those? Because I fucking ain't.
No.
I'll
but
help.
I'm gonna give it my best.
I'll either or do it myself with help.
Basically,
or-
I'm going around the party and asking, does anybody know how to cut this up?
Oh,
No,
I-
why are you rolling? I'm waiting for everybody to let us know. I have a +1 to.
I'll do it.
I want to make sure. Yeah, I want to make sure that we have people that are sufficiently good at survival doing it. Like Bob, what is your survival? Her, what is your survival? Like that's what I'm asking.
I'll do it. Yeah, +2.
Okay. Well, you have advantage because clearly the enthusiast tried.
I got +3.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. See, that's why I
I'll-
asked that stuff.
I'll let
use,
the robot
use our
do
best
it.
assets.
I'll let the robot do it, and I'll help.
Yeah, the robot's gonna do the cutting with precision.
Yeah, you get a +7.
No.
Advantage.
Yes.
Yep, because you're getting help. Go ahead. All right, after a bit of a false start when Athusa got a little hack-happy with some of the legs, you managed to stop her from causing any real problems, and you successfully butcher the meat without tainting it. You dump it all in the... Are you dumping it all in the stew?
Do we think we need 2 full bodies in this cauldron? Like, does it seem like that'd be excessive?
No, it does not seem like it would be excessive. These were bird folk, so they're not. They don't exactly got a lot of meat on the bones.
Then we'll dump it
Yeah.
all in.
Yep.
Yeah, think about a chicken. There's not really.
I just ate a whole chicken.
It's
myself.
a full-size person chicken.
Yeah, but think of a chicken the size of a person.
That's a lot of meat, dog.
That wouldn't work.
So can somebody give me the 20-second rundown of what we just did and why and who's this?
We killed them.
Okay,
and
we're
presented
here for the information from her. She asked to go kill these terror folks. We're back now to have dinner and get information.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Gary.
All right.
So, yeah, sit and stir the stew, I guess.
I mean, I can do it. I
Under.
can do it all day. I don't need to eat.
Continue under it or take away from my XP.
Okay, so you guys are just kind of hanging out then.
Are we
Yeah.
hanging out with
Yeah.
the lady just in case she's got?
She went back inside to probably get more information or something. Yeah, she hasn't come back out as far as Under said.
Are we
Right,
not allowed
yeah.
to go in there?
You want strangers entering your house without your explicit permission? That's her
wouldn't go
house.
in. Don't go
it's
in.
her
Just
house.
wait. Just
No,
wait. Just wait.
okay.
Let Under
I-
continue.
okay.
Yeah, she comes out a few minutes later, like as you're finishing up the butchering and putting it in. Just, oh well, do make sure you throw the bones in. They do add quite a bit of flavor.
Naturally.
I love bone
Yep.
broth.
You can add a couple cracked bones in there.
That was. Bob was also a chef when he was in the army way back then.
And these are like terrafolk. They're pterodactyls, so they're hollowed bones, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's good broth right there.
Yeah, it does make
I'd
good
like
broth.
to I'd like to hollow out one of the bones, just breaking the crystalline structure, like one of the femurs, and start seeing if I can whittle a flute with no experience.
What kind of tools you got?
You're gonna end up.
Whatever's
with a
laying around
recorder.
in my dagger.
I'll
Okay.
hand him a hand axe.
Well, go ahead and who do we want to
So I
call
mean,
this?
I would think the bone structure would be like the interior. If you use the saw to cut the ends off to make a tube, the internal structure, if it's similar to what a bird or would be, you would be able to just take a stick and kind of break it.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and make an intelligence check. You don't have proficiency with tool crafting.
Yep.
Nor do you have
I've
the
seen a
tools with
flute
you.
before.
You've seen a flute before. You know these are hollow bones. Yeah, make an intelligence check. Let's see if you can construct a basic flute out of this.
Hey.
Yeah, you're able to make a basic, like, it's closer to like an ocarina than it is like a true flute. It doesn't have all the valving structures that a real flute would
Yep.
have.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna end up with a fucking bone recorder.
I mean, well, you were trying to make it in the form of a flute, which goes off to the side. So this
Yeah.
plays more like an ocarina
Okay,
rather than a
yep, yep.
recorder.
Yep.
Sounds the same.
I mean, we have a couple bones left over. We could probably make a couple recorders for the rest of the party.
Yeah, we can have a concert.
I slapped the war priest.
All right. Bone ocarina / flute. Cool.
Yeah, and you see Nanny Poo Poo stirring the cauldron and says, well, there are only 2 of them in the cave.
That's all we saw. And my buddy Gary here went into the cave.
No, really? Well, Gary, it was just the 2? Really?
That I've seen.
Oh, go ahead and make a deception check. Because you remember I said you saw 4 shapes in there? Well, they caused
Inside the
quite
cave.
a bit of trouble for just being 2 of them. Still, all well, it ends well. Stew will take a couple hours to steep, and then we'll eat.
I'll sit off on the side and start practicing with my Okanera.
Can you shut up over there, Gary? God damn it.
I play louder.
That is
I'm
terrible.
gonna make one too. What do I gotta roll?
It's an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
Yes.
Oh, I'm really fucking dumb.
Can I go outside and rest? Leaning against
I was
the
going to
outside?
say that as the hour passes, you guys would successfully complete a short rest.
Okay.
And yes, Athusa, you can make yourself a Terrafolk bone ocarina.
I'm gonna
Okay,
stand
can I s-
outside.
Can I
and-
sit on the other side of Savannah and just start playing it aggressively?
Nope, I'm going outside and standing guard. I cannot stand the sound.
You guys are already outside. Like she didn't put the cauldron inside.
Oh.
That's a good way to have one mistake burn down your house.
Exactly how I feel right now. Precisely, Gary.
Generally speaking, Bob, cooking in the field will be a survival check.
Got it.
But basic cooking, like making a stew or jerky or something, there isn't really a check to be made. That stuff is, you know how to do it. It's trivial to do.
Okay.
You know, it would be
So
more like
nice.
if you're trying to do something advanced or weird.
So now,
Yeah, survival souffle.
Human
Exactly.
thinking.
about this death curse.
Oh, yes. You asked about the death curse. Right pain in the ass, that's gotta be. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure where it originated from. You know, if you want it, my best guess would be you'd want to go for Omu, lost city of the gods and all that. What I do know, however, is that while this death curse may interfere with most normal raising of the dead, it is possible to work around. I do know methods to it, should it be necessary for you.
I would like to know such methods.
Well, how long are you going to be staying here on Mbala? It'll probably take several years to teach you everything that you need to know to do so.
Just the rundown would be fine.
Very well. It's a ritual. It involves the corpse of whom you're trying to raise, and we use a gemstone to transfer the life energy of another creature, another humanoid, into your fallen friend, which reanimates him. Naturally, this other humanoid does not survive, so I suggest not being anyone you're too fond of.
Oh, fancy zombies. Nothing I haven't seen before.
Not zombies, no. They'll have all their thoughts and memories. I mean, yes, they are technically undead, but they are who they were in life and have all of their faculties about them. They are, for all intents and purposes, alive. And it gets around, neatly steps around the whole issue with this death curse.
So you're saying we need one of these gems to free someone?
You see her shrug, and she's like, "Yeah, if you want me to raise someone, I can do so for you, but the gem is a magical component of that ritual, and is destroyed in its use."
Where do these gems come from?
Oh, any sufficiently large gem would do. Probably need to be worth about 100 gold or say. That should do it.
What about the originator? Where does the curse come from? Who places the curse?
You see her shrug. I'm not really sure. Didn't come from here. As I said, most magical crap that originates here in Chult has origins or ties to the city of the gods, Omu. It's been lost in the jungle for many, many years. But it seems that if this is sweeping the area, It's possible it originates from there.
I look at Gary, confused.
Why are you looking at me?
You're from here.
So is Bob.
Bob? Glance at
Bob.
Bob, also confused.
Bob doesn't know what you're talking about. Last time he was awake was 1,000 years ago.
Some of his magic is new.
Yeah. I've never seen it before. You think I have enough memory in my body to keep, 1,000 years worth of data in it?
But you were also inactive for those 1,000 years, so your
Exactly.
memory of yesterday essentially would be 1,000 years ago.
Wait, so in that case, would I have remembered any? Was it around when I was first asleep?
Make a history check.
I am good at those. I say as I'm not looking at my history check thing. I am
Does he have
somewhat
advantage because
good
he's
at
older
those.
than history?
He's allowed to make the check. Like as a native to Chaltgary, all you know would be legends of a lost city. That's it.
Hey,
All
I
right.
know a lot.
Bob, all right. Yeah, you don't know a lot. It was a.
Was
It's
it an
known
original
as.
form of magic?
Yeah, it's. Omu is the ancient capital of Chalt. It was like there was a kingdom here, and this kingdom and the Omoans, worshipped the 9 trickster gods.
Which I'm familiar.
Yes, which you are familiar as is Gary. You know of them, but they're not. They're considered to be dead gods at this point. But Bob, when Bob was around, Omu was, known. It was a city, and the city garnered wealth in abundance. Omoan jewelry was coveted far and wide, and the city's merchants grew fat. You know that. So, Bob, you would know of Omu as this super decadent hive of scum and villainy somewhere in the south of Chult.
Yeah.
You you personally probably had never been there.
Okay. I was just about to ask, was it perhaps a place where I could have been created?
You might have been created there, but you would have been created by somebody like a wizard or a merchant there, and you would have been used as a tool prior to sentience.
Gotcha.
You would have been a slave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're pretty sure you know the general location being to the south. You also know that it was the capital of the Omoan Empire, which Gary would be able to fill in with more modern knowledge that this Omoan Empire collapsed a couple hundred years ago. And Omu,
And
the legends you know of
maps and everything
Omu are
unknown.
Yeah, its location is lost, as far as you know, Gary. Omu, however, is also now known as the Forbidden City. Though you wouldn't know why.
Is it like a missing mountain? Just lost to overgrown jungle?
Well,
It lost to overgrown jungle. Bob would know that it was situated in a general basin area. It wasn't like a mountaintop city or anything.
Yes, I think Mayans more than the Olmecs.
Yeah.
So with that knowledge that Bob has and my knowledge of the lore, could we make a more educated guess with the map that we've been provided of its rough location?
And the map that Adeline's been tracking as we went.
Well, that you got to realize the mapping that she's doing is like a hex every couple of days.
Yeah. I'd say
So
it's
that doesn't really add much to the map.
A little more filled out than that.
So, like the
Yeah.
note, like it's not in any of the known mountains. So it's not in the Kobold Mountains, the Peaks of Flame,
Yep.
or the Sky Lizard Mountains. His description of being to the south probably means that it's somewhere. Like if you were to draw a line from Ishao and Refuge Bay across the continent to Jahaka Bay, it's probably somewhere below that line in one of the unknown hexes that are like jungle. So it's
Okay.
probably not like in the land of ash and smoke.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah,
it's
so it'd
probably
be
north of
between
that.
Yeah, so like the little X that's above the Valley of the Lost Honor. I'm not going to try pronouncing that. And then down from there up, and then across the top of the Peak of the Flames, like that kind of whole area, all the way over to the Valley of Dread. It could be anywhere over there.
Yeah, it's somewhere within like the general gist of it was, in that general areas. A lot of land to cover, but it's a lot less than the whole north of Chult.
Yeah, and we're looking for a city, which most likely will kind of probably stand out once we get closer.
And as the stew is being ready, she's coming out. She's like, "There is one other thing I might be able to do for you, since you've been so kind, especially with the Terrafolk. There are some divination spells I could, rituals I could complete to try to divine certain answers. Unfortunately, it requires a scale of a certain giant magical snake.
I know where one is.
Well, I do know where one is, but I do have to caution you. The rituals are powerful, as is the snake that would be having the scale. One of these snakes is you basically have to take it from Saja and Baza. She lives in the ruins of Orlunga, which is to the west of here. It's a ziggurat. If you go to the west of the plateau, you can probably see it off in the distance in good light.
Just out of
All right.
curiosity, is there a way up to the floating island? Or is this the one we're on?
You're
No,
on
we're on a plateau.
You're on a plateau. The floating island is way off to the southeast.
Is there a way up to the floating island? Just out of curiosity.
She shrugs. I wouldn't know. I've never been
Why?
there.
Flying.
Oh, so it's transported by Terrafolk. Got it.
Probably. They do seem to like these high up places.
What would you say the chances are of us taming one of these Terrafolk to fly us up there?
Well, they're people. They're not
Oh.
beasts. You don't tame them. You can talk to them.
You can?
They're folk.
Well,
They're
then
a
why did we
being.
why did we just murder them in cold blood
And then eat them.
and then eat them?
Because I was hungry?
Let's go back to the cave. We ain't
I
got
asked if
brother.
anybody wanted to do
alligator.
diplomatic, and y'all said no.
Oh. We have alligator. We have like years worth of alligator jerky.
Oh god, where's
Uh,
the axe beak at?
We would be tied up by the hut here with our
Okay.
guides.
Mm-hmm. You tied up your guides? Jeez.
Yeah, we tied them up. Why?
Oh, the X-Beak is tied up with the guides.
They charge extra for that, you know.
I'll take the rope off of the flask of wine. Not riverbed.
I was kidding. You didn't tie them up. They would not have let you. They're not into
They
that.
would have probably split Savannah's throat before they did.
Right. Information gathered. Could someone compile that and post it? Gary.
Pile what?
The information we just gathered, because I wasn't note taking like I usually am. I've been trying to be better at it, but I'm failing.
Yeah, I heard.
The fact that we have to go to some ancient city and then we also recover a scale from a snake from a lady that's in a ziggurat to the west.
Yes, I need all that information so I don't forget.
And it's a very
There you go.
Scary snake.
I just gave it to you.
Scale
Scale, city,
in the west.
scales. Scale City West. Got it.
Scary
Yes.
snake.
Something about. Yeah. How do you spell it? How do you spell it? I got this.
Ziggurat.
I'm gonna say that's how you spell it. And then ancient.
So, just to be clear, you guys do all eat the stew and such that you're not spurning your hospitality, are you?
That is
Oh,
correct.
I can't eat.
Bob can't.
Right, she doesn't even offer any to the construct. Remember, Bob, she thinks you're just some like random magical construct, probably owned and controlled by Gary.
Why by
He's
Gary?
because he's like the obvious wizard, and that's a very wizard thing to do.
Thought he was a gnome.
He's a halfling. I was showing my own prejudice there when, I just assumed the illusionist was a gnome.
I'm just gonna keep
This
that.
goes way back. Wait, you guys don't even know. Like that is Underdark's like default. I need to make a character real quick. Illusionist gnome it is.
Been
Oh,
that way since
illusionist.
1999.
Listen here, gnome. Keep your robot under control, all right?
Hey, he doesn't own me.
All right. But yeah, the stew finishes. She hands out bowls of stew. The sun's starting to get a little bit low on the horizon. She looks up as you're all eating. I assume do any of you refuse the stew?
Nah, can I smell it first?
Sure.
It's funky.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, sorry about my cough.
I
Oh,
can
it
use
smells fine. I'm
prestidigitation on it,
fucking
can't I?
down in it.
Yeah, I mean, you smell it. It smells like it's like a spiced meat stew. There's
Are you-
you saw like I said, you saw her throwing some herbs in earlier. You assume they're just there to add flavor, so it's not just bland boiled meat.
Oh, rosemary and garlic? I love it. Thank you.
Garlic's probably one of the only things that'll grow up here. And potatoes.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm munching on that shit, dude.
Yeah, I might eat.
All right, yeah, guys, eat. It's good. It's a hearty, filling stew. And as the sun dips down, the coals of the fire are starting to get low. Nanny Poo Poo stands up and says, "Well, it's getting late, and I'm going to turn in." As I said, you're more than welcome to sleep inside. It's going to be a bit cramped with all of you. Might want to leave the construct outside. But, better than sleeping without a warm roof over your head.
Is this lady racist against me or something? Or am I missing anything?
She's never...
Unfamiliar to her.
Bob, she has never seen a Warforged before. She assumes you're a golem.
Did she eat this too?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though I'm walking and talking like a normal, regular
Golems
human
can walk and talk.
Yes. She assumes that you're programmed by your creator, probably Gary, to do so, to appear real. Much like a Tickle Me Elmo. She sees you as a particularly advanced metal version of a Tickle Me Elmo. Remember, I told you guys that this is a melting pot area. You can bring in stuff from other areas, but people here, especially isolated people out in the jungle, may never have seen you before. And so she's just going with what she knows, and that you're probably a golem, which is why she keeps calling you the construct.
Ah.
Anyway, yeah, so she turns with that invitation and heads inside her hut.
All right. I'll
Sorry if
join
I
her.
didn't seem like I was paying attention. I was updating the map
I'll
by
join
drawing the
her
line.
and go to bed.
Okay, so are you guys going in the hut or what?
Yeah, I'm going
She
to the hut.
offered.
Okay. Yeah, her hut's a bit cramped. You can see skulls that look to be various animals, including the new terrafolk mounted on various implements. Herbs and the like hanging from the rafters, scattered refuse, a dirt floor. She has what looks to be like a bed made out of pelts in a corner, and you see her waddle over there and kind of fold herself down. In the center of the room is like a sunken-in, rock-lined fire pit. Some coals going in there. The smoke rising out a small vent in the top of her hut.
If I see it's exceptionally cramped, I'd go outside. And
It's
pop
not
up one of the tents.
exceptionally cramped, but it would be tight. Like you guys are going to be sleeping next to each other, type thing.
Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah, I cuddle my sister every night, regardless. So
I'd like to go put one of the tents up outside and then put the X-Beak inside of it.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Cover it with some brush. Give it some camouflage.
And then there's me just
Yeah, you can just stand in the doorway, make sure your eyes are active, but nothing else is. Just
Yeah,
two glowing eyes in the doorway.
that's the whole point of Century's Rest. Is I just have to stand there for 6 hours. I am not unconscious and I can see and hear his name.
Yep, that's why you're standing in the doorway and not facing inside. Yep, I go tickle Bob's neck and then crawl into bed.
All right, so you guys all go to sleep. The guides would cut if you guys are sleeping in the hut. The guides will be in there as well with you. You guys have interesting dreams, in the sense that you don't dream at all. You sleep the sleep of the dead.
Whoa.
And that's when Bob, you being the only one awake and able, hear a scream come from inside the hut. It sounds
Okay.
like River Mist. It's cut
From
short.
River? From River Mist.
Mm-hmm. Which is cut short, like it's an abortive scream.
I'm breaking into the house.
All right. You step in, and you see River Mist. Or, sorry, not River Mist. A flask of wine, I said, right? No, River Mist. I said River Mist. Sorry. God damn it. These names, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see Nanny Poo Poo standing over River Mist, his throat cut, eyes open and bulging out of his face when she looks at you. Everyone else still sleeping around inside the room. She says, "Well, damn, I was hoping you weren't that perceptive." And that's where we're going to call it for the evening.
what the fuck?
Dun dun dun.
Oh, under if you need to know my passive, it's 15.
If
Yeah.
you had a passive above 6, you would have heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Like as far as I know,
Yeah.
you have to try to get a passive below that. That's why I didn't bother asking.
Yeah.
Wait, was she about to
You know what, Underdark? I always build the super high passive characters. Now I'm gonna try.
Well, you have to remember, it's based on your wisdom score, so you basically have to dump to like a 3 wisdom.
Got it. 284 for experience. Nice, guys.
Huh?
He's making it up because that's what we need for the level up.
Ah.
I mean, I get what he's doing. I appreciate it. But stop.
We might actually get that much.
Yeah,
We did
they
quite a bit this session.
That was a lot in one day.
If only we were diplomatic with the Terrorfolk.
There you go.
Yes!
We
Hey!
are now level 3, Underdark.
Tommy just
Good.
got home.
What happened?
Tommy just got home.